Cancer, welcome into your weekly reading. Let's go. All right, Cancers, how are you, my beloved Cancers? It's still Cancer season, still your time, right? For a little bit longer. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Make sure you're checking all of your signs to get a complete picture of what's happening for you. We're going to be looking at what's going on in your connection with your soulmate twin flame, right? You guys are in some sort of separation challenge, having a difficulty, not communicating, that kind of thing. And so I am here to support you in getting some clarity around what's going on and how to move forward. At the end of this reading, I will do or share some story time with you. My channel is called Worth a Read because not only do I do readings, but I really love books. I work with authors and speakers as well. As a result of my passion I have around books, and what I always tell my coaching clients is, before there were coaches, right? There were books. That's how we coached ourselves back in the day, with books. So I meditated on a book that I think would be helpful for you in managing this connection, and I'll share the guided passage, the guided messages that came out at the end, so stick around for that. Okay, so let's look at the energy of the connection between you and your person right now. What is the energy between Cancer and their person right now, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So what this is telling me is someone's being a little frugal. The word stingy came up, but I feel like that's a little harsh, maybe so. But intentionally holding back, intentionally being frugal with energy right now. Not wanting to share themselves. And as a result of that, missing out on a whole lot of opportunity for abundance and happiness and joy and love. Someone's blocked themselves off from love in this connection. And it's unfortunate because this person themselves is actually very abundant. But what I'm hearing is they feel like within themselves they need to just replenish themselves, replenish their own heart, and don't have space to focus on anything outside of that. So they've put up a little bit of a wall, not too high, but they're guarded a little bit. They're definitely guarded a little bit, and turning away. So let's get some energy cards to clarify what this is about, how they are feeling in their heart, soul, and 3D mind that has them acting like this. All right. So we have adjacent possibilities. This is about many choices, different options, not really being clear what door to go into, right? Having gone through some doors, tried some things, and nothing really good came out of it. And so now kind of just standing in the hallway of life saying, what do I do now, right? So there's some confusion on this person's heart. In their soul, the confusion messes them up because they know who they really are. They know themselves to be the magician, and the magician can, magically pull themselves out of any situation. So it's uncomfortable for this person when they feel stuck, particularly in their mental space. I feel like this person is not as in tune with their emotions as they probably should be, and rely a lot on what they can see, what they can touch, what's practical, what's logical to get them through. A lot of that energy comes up with the magician, even though the magician is notorious for being able to create something out of nothing. What the magician creates with is in the seen realm, right? Taking things that you can actually physically touch, putting them together and manifesting something. And when it comes to this connection, this person is like, yo, I can't even really make heads or tail of it. And that throws them off and causes some insecurity within themselves. And they don't like that. So they've decided to pull back, right? And like I said, it's stressing them out, making them doubtful, making them worry about what's really going on and question themselves, which they don't like to do. Before they start questioning themselves, they'll just pull back, pull away, which is what they have done here. So, there's some anxiety on their part, some anxiousness that they don't want to feel anymore. And to not feel it, they'd rather just pull away. So let's look at what the energy is between you and them at this time. For that, we're going to go to the romance angels. What does the connection look like between you guys right now? Okay, so we have soulmate. There's definitely deep bond here, right? There's some recognition. Obviously, that's why you're here, right? This is a soulmate twin flame reading. So that energy exists, but that energy can also be very karmic depending on what's going on, right? And then we have very soon, something soon is going to happen, or something's going to happen soon. So that's letting me know that there's some decisions that need to be made, right? Or something that needs to shift, right? Somebody has to decide something here. Somebody has to, make a move, right? Because of the kind of connection that this is. So let's pull some more tarot cards to clarify what those soulmate and very soon energies mean. Right, so under the soulmate card, we have this Eight of Swords, which is about feeling trapped, feeling helpless. So sometimes with these soulmate energies or these soulmate connections, it can feel so intense, and the soul contract is so deep that it can feel more like an obligation, like something you can't break away from, something you're trapped inside of. And that doesn't feel good because it's like you can't escape it. And so that's what I'm feeling here, which is like this person, they're trying to make a getaway. They're trying to make a clean break from the emotions around this, from their thoughts around this, and they haven't been able to. And that's, again, pissing them off because that's not how they know themselves to be. That may be a new energy for them, or at least the way they're experiencing it in this situation is new, and it has them feeling real stuck right now. And this is very low vibrational energy, right? So this person is probably angry, upset, ornery, has an attitude, and just on edge when it comes to you. So let's see what this very soon card means here, like what's going to happen very soon, or what needs to happen very soon. So something's gonna, balance itself out. So what this is saying to me here is, like the universe is on top of it, because the other thing with everything, nothing is happening unless it should be happening. Everything happens as it should. So you're gonna have to just trust. I feel like this is about letting things play out, letting things balance themselves out without much manipulation on your part, right? And we can take a take a look at some advice for you, but I feel like right now you're gonna have to take a wait and see approach, because at the bottom of the deck we have this Two of Swords, which is about a stalemate, right? Some things are hidden. You're not supposed to be able to see them right now, and some things are, you know, divinely, I would say divinely stuck, right? And so I feel like there's some things that this person has to be able to figure out on their own. They have to be the magician here and work their way out of this, right? So that's something that you will have to allow. So let's see what some of the issues are, though, with this person. Like what really is at the source of this confusion here. Let's take a look. We're gonna use several decks for this one. I'm gonna use this Oracle deck right here. This will show us what some of the conflict, some of the source of the conflict right now. Yeah. Needing to rebalance and refocus, just like my camera did just now, right? Yeah, this person has to gain their bearings, right? Because they feel off kilter. And when that happens, it's like, you know, no matter what anyone outside of them does, they have to get to a place where they are right side up again and they feel like they've gotten to that point on their own, right? This is a very independent person. This is someone who likes to ride alone, right? Particularly around areas of challenge. So they just need some time to regain their footing here. Let's look at what could be, you know, triggering them to have this confusion right now. This feeling like things are not in focus. So it says, I can hear your thoughts about me in the 5D and it has me worried. So what instantly came up for me is that this person is experiencing things in the connection that they may have never felt before. And with twin flame and soulmate connections, whatever you want to call it, there are a lot of things that happen for the first time that, you know, it can be very intense, overwhelming, and sometimes even scary, right? So all of a sudden your intuition opens up, some of your gifts open up, you become clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, you start knowing things that you didn't know before, and you become in tune with your person in a way that you have not been before. So I feel like the telepathy here is just basically scaring the shit out of them, you know, or just making them feel really weird, feel like, you know, maybe they're a little crazy, questioning if what they're getting is actually true, not true, right? You know, they could even be having dreams, you know, not just hearing your thoughts, but dreaming about you, knowing things about you. And that's just kind of freaking them out a little bit, I feel like. Let's get one more. And this is all like new experiences for them, and they may not have even shared this with you at this time, but this is something that they have to go through, right? It's like an initiation almost. Okay, yeah, look at this. Yeah, see, this is something that they've never felt before, and to a certain extent it scares them. It says, this feels like a forbidden love, but if our love is wrong, then I don't care what others say. I am madly in love with you, and I want you so badly. You are all I think about. Suppressing my desire feels like torture, so I often keep my feelings to myself and try to hide the pain. Yep, they're going a little bit crazy here with all of these new activations occurring around this connection within them. It makes them feel like they're doing something wrong. You know, it makes them even question their spirituality. Maybe they have certain religious beliefs that this, you know, goes against, or they've just always, you know, thought a certain way. The Four of Pentacles definitely suggests, hey, things have always been this way, and I'm not trying to, you know, open myself up to a new way, right? Like, it makes me feel like I don't have any control, right? And they've known themselves as this, you know, charismatic creator, this person who can, you know, make things happen, get things done. They're smooth, they're suave, and now they've been thrown off balance as a result of the activations happening in this connection. So what we're going to do is look at, you know, look deeper at exactly what is occurring for them right now, what is being activated, how they're handling that, and how that's affecting their desire to be in the connection, move forward in the connection, like what they want to do, as well as some messages from them to you. So we'll look at all of that in the extended reading, and you can find that link below in the description box. But the other thing that I did, Cancer, that I wanted to add, and thank you for sticking around for this, is I wanted to offer you some guided messages from this book that's totally worth a read, called Alchemy of the Heart, How to Give and Receive More Love. It's written by a twin flame author by the name of Elizabeth Clare Prophet. I will put the link to this book in the description box as well. But I feel like the messages that come out for you today may help you with the messages you got in this reading. So what I did was I meditated on your energy, Cancer. Then I asked Spirit what you needed to know, what would most help you and support you based on what you were going to hear in the reading today. And when I meditated on your energy, I opened it up, and boom, here we were on page 184 and 185. Okay. And I love what came out. It's this poem called Lead Us from the Unreal to the Real. And it says, there is a light that shines beyond all things on earth, beyond us all, beyond the heavens, beyond the highest, the very highest heavens. This is the light that shines in our heart. O thou that art manifest, be thou manifest to us. From the unreal, lead us to the real. From darkness, lead us to light. From death, lead us to immortality. And that poem was written by the, and I may butcher this, Upanishads. Okay? And so what I really feel like this is offering here is your person's struggle right now to separate the real from the unreal, right? Which in these kinds of deep spiritual connections can be difficult to do sometimes, because a lot of the times what ends up happening and the activations that occur defy what we have just been taught to know and understand and experience in our logical, rational human minds. Right? So being able to know each other's thoughts, hear each other, connect with each other energetically, even when you're not in physical space, that kind of thing. It can be off-putting at first until you really learn how to work with the energy and manage the energies within yourself, and at the same time having to purge parts of yourself that, you know, can be painful to release and let go of. I feel like all of that is happening with your person. And so they're very much in this conversation of separating the real from the fake and changing their definition of real and unreal, and becoming more in tune with the unseen, right? Which much of this connection hinges on. So we'll see how to get things moving again in the extended reading. Go ahead and click the link below. Thank you so much. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know how the messages resonate, and we will talk again soon. Peace.